Talk about your defense down the stretch.
Well, we had to play it at some point, So, and we did down the stretch. It was nice, and it was clean defense, which was nice. It gave us a foul to give, Everybody wrote. It was just good. It was good, solid defense, which allowed us to score too. They were scoring every time and using the clock for the most part for the first 3 quarters. I thought they controlled the tempo. They scored. They rebounded. It just felt like for 3 quarters they had the ball in their hands the entire game, and then we had our little 18 seconds with the ball, and that was it. In the fourth quarter, that changed. It changed with our energy. I got to tell you, I thought Von Wayford, the last couple of games, tonight in particular, and J.O., and Nate as well, the scoring wasn't great at times, but I thought their defensive energy really changed the game, in my opinion. Luke, too. I mean, you put Luke on Love, and, he did a pretty good job of it. So it's amazing how when everybody's not playing great, somebody else kind of steps forward and helps you win. I thought tonight was a great example of that.
And when you talk about Vaughn, the transformation that this guy has made from being really a scorer to a guy that's giving you help in a lot of other areas.
Yeah, well, we give him a lot of crap about it because we still give him crap. I think on media day he says, I'm an offensive player. Was his quote. So, he's proven to us that he's more than that. I think a lot of players have that in them. They just don't know it sometimes, and we're getting it out of them. And he's actually enjoying it. I think it's funny to watch him. He gets excited about defensive stops now, and that's great because I get excited about that as well.
You said before the game that Love rebounds because he really likes to do it. And
Yeah.
he's
tenacious.
You guys did not rebound the ball well tonight. Was it a fact?
It was a love fest.
Was it just that they weren't into it? They were.
No. Love's terrific. He's tenacious. It hurt having Baby in foul trouble, obviously, because we wanted his big body on Love's big body. But hell, I think he had 10 in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken. He gets a ton of them. The 5 offensive rebounds are the ones, to me, that stood out more. The defensive rebounds, someone's going to get a defensive rebound. Those aren't a big deal to me. But the offensive rebounds are the ones that he hurt you on.
I think he had more offensive rebounds, like midway through the third quarter, than anyone on your team had total rebounds. So that's something that you told the guys on your team, like at halftime, like.
Told him not to rebound?
No, did you tell him to rebound, be more active on the?
Well, I don't think you almost have to tell guys. They know when they're not. Baby had 1 for the game. So, but in Baby's defense, we told him as much as you can. Don't worry about the rebound. Worry about face guarding Love and try to take him off the glass. Unfortunately, he did that 2 or 3 times. Someone else picked the ball up and laid it in. And it was 2 nights in a row we've had bad rebounding nights. So it gives us something to work on.
Doc, you talked about Beasley before the game as well, and it seemed like 3 or 4 consecutive trips down the floor. He got his spot on the left wing. And what were you guys thinking about as?
Well, you wanted to go right, But guys, I'll tell you this. I hear it all the time. I had heard it as a player. I was cursed out many times by Coach Fratello. When you're guarding guys like John Lucas, and the only way he can go left is the only way he goes is left, and then he goes left on you, and you're doing your damnedest to keep him from left. Vinnie Johnson, what hand did he go? Right every single time. And I told our guys that's a little story about that, and guys used to tell me every time I played, you're not going right, or you're not going left today, and I would always say, well, I'm not going left. The only place I can go is right, and that's Beasley. Now Beasley can go right, but he's just good at it. He's a professional scorer. He knows how to get to that hand, and he got to it twice down the stretch. And trust me, Paul, in his mind, he was playing the left hand, and he still got to his left. They're just good players.
It seemed like Paul was really
he couldn't have been any further on his left-hand side. And when you do that at times, the guy makes the one little nudge right, and then he gets there. I mean, that's what good players do.
Paul in general,
I thought Paul in the first half tried way too hard to get everybody else involved. And I told him that at halftime. I said, Paul, you no longer have to be the playmaker. We need you to be the aggressive scorer. And even right after the game, he walked up to me and the first thing he said, gosh, I was way too passive. And I said, yeah, I just thought you were trying to set everybody else up consciously. Twice he had shots and he passed it to Nate. Now, Nate's struggling with his shot right now. But I still want Paul to shoot the ball if he's open, and I just thought he did a little too much of
Is
that.
that kind of a